Welcome. This video is on Microsoft Access age calculation with and without an adjustment for advancing the age on February 28th from a leap year date of February 29th. I've seen many methods of age calculation in Microsoft Access on YouTube using dateDiff and a combination of dateDiff, DateSerial, and int function. dateDiff seems to be the most common. Also, it is the most inaccurate because all it does is subtract in years one date from the other, not taking into account the day and the month. So even if the date hasn't passed yet, it will still count it as a year. Other methods that I've seen that are inaccurate or inconsistent don't take into account how many leap years are within a date range. So sometimes the date range will be enough to push it up to the next year, and sometimes it will not. Also, I haven't seen any methods that will change the date on February 28th from a leap year date of February 29th. I did read that the legal age change date is March 1st, being that it's the day after February 28th, as was February 29th. But if you need to change the date on February 28th, I'll show you how I did it. My method uses a comparison between the birth date and the date, using the month and the day directly and numerically, so it eliminates any margin of error. So with these dates, using February 28th as the date, the age would be 21. Using March 1st would be 20. So if I change this to March 1st, it will update to 21. If this were 2024, neither date would advance because it's a leap year and there are 29 days in the month. If I change this to 29, they will both advance. So the way I did this was I created a conditional if statement where if the month of the birthday equals the month of the date and the day of the birthday is less than or equal to the day of the date, it would return true. Or if the month of the birthday is less than the month of the date, it would return true and would return the date diff in years between the birth date and the date. If neither one of these conditions were true, it would return the date diff in years between the birthday and the date -1, meaning it would not advance the date. Now this method would use March 1st for that leap year, February 29th. To make that come out on February 28th, I added one condition to the statement, whereas if the month of the birthday equals 2, and the day of the birthday equals 29, and the month of the date equals 2, and the day of the date equals 28, and the day of the date serial equals 28, what this does is it checks what the last day of the current month is. So if the last day of the current month is 28, and it is the 28th, and the birthday was the 29th, this would return true. Or the same two conditions as the other statement that I showed you. If any of these three conditions were true, it would return the date diff in years between the birthday and the date. And if none of them were true, it would return the date diff in years between the birthday and the date -1, not advancing it. Now, all these txt dates you see here in brackets are referring to the field on that form. So you can change this to date with double parentheses, and that will give you the current date. So if all you're looking to do is get the actual age, you'll always be using the date. So you can just replace all of these text date fields with date like that, and it will return the current date. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, please comment below or contact me. Thank you for watching.